are Cristy and I saying that you shouldn't reach for higher and do better and get, a better house and a better job and a better car and a better relationship? That's not what we're saying.
I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening.
Welcome back to another episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I'm your host, Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer. And Carrie, thank you again for joining me on this podcast. I always appreciate when you do this with me.
It is my favorite thing to do because I'm doing it when I haven't slept the night before and no makeup on and my hair in the braids that my mama put in my hair yesterday morning. So, we got some greasy hair braids going on.
Yeah, little strands are coming out. No, I know you must really love me.
Can you guys see me? Because those of you that can't see me, I got ready to podcast with Cristy and a big old piece of hair out across my face. And I went, well, we're going to have to fix that. Does somebody have some spit so I can just spit on my hand? And, anyway, I do love you to do this.
I am excited about today's podcast. There's so many things I can say about this. And we're talking about wherever you go, there you are. And my mind is racing because Carrie and I, one thing we like to do when we podcast with you guys, which I think is part of what makes our podcast so popular. And we're ranked pretty high. And I'm super thankful. That's all because of you guys, by the way. But I think it's because a couple of things. We're authentic. We're real. We're on the spot. We don't talk over each other. And I appreciate that. No, we don't interrupt each other because I know there's a lot of team podcasting people that interrupt each other, and it's so incredibly rude and it cuts out the audio. But we don't discuss podcasts ahead of time. It's like two sisters having a conversation with all of you with coffee. So I'm really excited to hear what Carrie has to say about this, but I'm going to let her start us off with wherever you go, there you are.
Thank you, Cristy. I think that the magic sauce to this podcast is truly what you said, because we don't talk about it. We just say a title and we start recording. Cristy doesn't even know what I'm going to do. She doesn't know if I'm going to do scriptures or stories. But the title of today's podcast is Wherever You Go, There You Are. But I don't want to say it like that, Cristy, because there's a story behind that saying, that what I just said to you. And I'll never forget, I want to dedicate this podcast to Mama Carol, because Mama Carol, who listens faithfully to all of Cristy's podcasts, she is the one that said this to me first. And I don't recall, Cristy, I was young, and I don't recall if it was in reference to someone being unhappy where they were living, somebody getting divorced, somebody going to a different job. I don't remember what the circumstances, but Mama Carol's a wise woman. And she said it like this. Well, I wish you guys could all see my face. Well, wherever you go, there you are. And that's what I want to say. Today's podcast is, well, wherever you go, there you are. And it has far-reaching implications, far-reaching. And we're going to talk about some of those implications today. But I want to start us out with a story about some people that I know that are unhappy no matter where they live, Cristy.
Well, wait a minute. Let me interrupt you after I just got done saying I don't interrupt you.
No, you can.
Can you tell us a little bit about when Mom said that to you?
I don't remember what the situation. Like, I don't remember, like, if she was talking about somebody, like it was kind of like they were getting divorced or they were going to a new job or something was going to be better and something was going to be greater. It's just like buying a new car. Well, wherever you go, there you are. And that can apply to a million different things. And can I go ahead and tell the first one that comes to mind for me? The first one that comes to mind, and I was young, you guys, I was probably in junior high when she first said it. So what is that? Circa 1986, 88, something like that. Oh God, that's 19, folks, just in case you guys didn't know. You know, when you have to scroll, when they ask for your birthday, you got to scroll it, keep going back like this.
It's like the
Like,
freaking Price is Right.
Bob Barker's wheel of thing. Anyway, oh gosh. What was it called? Not the Wheel of Fortune.
I'm trying to think
the prize wheel.
The prize something. Yeah, I don't know. The chance wheel.
Google that for us. Yeah. So you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, it was interesting to me. The people that I'm talking about, this is the most notable thing, but I have so many examples. People think things are going to be so much better. People think that changes, it's going to make such a difference. But the truth is, no matter where you go, no matter where you choose to move to, no matter what job you take, no matter what new relationship you get into, no matter how many new clothes you buy, no matter what car you get into, it doesn't matter. New group of friends, there you are. It doesn't matter where you go, there you are. And so I know some people that love to move. And it's not because they love to move because they love the moving lifestyle. It's because wherever they go, Cristy, they are miserable there. Within a couple of months of being there, they have found something to complain about, something they don't like. And I don't want to give these people away, but they moved recently somewhere where there was a lot of traffic knowingly. And it's like, well, we're going to leave here. We don't like the traffic. They moved somewhere where there's a lot of rain, and within a couple months, they're like, well, we just don't like the rain there. And I've come to surmise after years of knowing these folks that the truth is that they just aren't happy in general. So wherever you pack up all your crap and sell your house and buy a new one, guess what? Thank you, Mama Carol. There you are. You're just in a new location with the same crap, the same problems, and the exact same situation you were in before.
Yeah, the same bull crap. I can tell you that I've been married and divorced a couple of times. And
sorry, I was wondering when it was going to go there because I got some stories to tell.
I will say that two of them were not. Two of them were situations that I was unaware of when I got into the relationship. And misled. Two of them, say that again?
You were misled.
Very misled, complete lies and dangerous, abuse, things like that. And two of them were legit. So the two that were legit, I can tell you that because the two that were lies, I was blindsided. I had no idea, got into it and didn't realize that I was in a situation with somebody like this and somebody who would commit crimes and somebody who was beating me up and things like that. So that was not good. And then another one was a big, hugely misled with something else. So but the two that were legit, I think I noticed that I had the same part to play in both marriage breakups. And because it boils down to me, and I'm not saying I'm the only problem. I'm saying that I can definitely carried my problem from relationship to relationship. And once I realized that's you, Cristy, you're the one who effed that up. You're the one who did not communicate that clearly. You're the one who dropped the ball on that. That was because it just, you think switching husbands, or you think switching cities, you think switching cars, you think switching friends, you think switching jobs, you think you're the common denominator. When you seem to have problems with everybody and everything, the problem is you and the problem was me.
And I think a lot of times, Cristy, that if we just don't have the internal happiness, that it follows us. I also, just since you're talking about marriage, I got to mention another Mama Carol. Are you ready? Another Mama Carol thing.
Yes.
She said, no matter how cute he is, just remember, somebody somewhere is tired of putting up with his crap. And it's true. If you're going to get married, you have to decide on the person whose crap you can best put up with and you can most deal with. And that's definitely what I found with Brandon, is that we both have crap. He has crap. I have crap. I can easily deal with his crap. And I hope that he isn't too stressed dealing with my crap sometimes, but it's gonna be there. It's just wherever you are, wherever you go, there you are. And I've known a lot of people think the grass is greener. Now, are Cristy and I saying that you shouldn't reach for higher and do better and get, a better house and a better job and a better car and a better relationship. That's not what we're saying. But what I'm saying, and I think Cristy would agree, is that if you are searching for happiness by upgrading or changing, you're not going to find it, because like Mama Carol said, wherever you go, there you are. So if it's just that you need a bigger car, then that's great, upgrade. But if you think it's going to make you happy about your life, it won't. It's the same thing with weight loss, Cristy. People can lose 100 pounds on your program and they do great, but they aren't going to be any happier if that's what they're looking for to make them happy.
We have a lady that recently left the Code Red lifestyle that was lost over 100 pounds, had augmented her body to make her happy, just did all these things and just was still not happy, still miserable, making other people miserable, being nasty and snotty to other people, and just not a nice person to be around. And you would think after achieving everything that she dreamt of achieving, at least with her body, that would make her hot. And it was just a constant frown. It was this frown that was a permanent frown on her face. It was so strange. Like, why you would think that you would be happy. And another thing I want to say about weight loss. Yeah. Some people leave Code Red because they were offended at something I said, which happens a lot. People just get offended easily and they separate. They take, just because of I said one thing they didn't like, then they ditched the whole real food, water, and sleep. They ditched the proper human diet, and then they go somewhere else. But the problems that they had, their emotional eating situation, they're not willing to clean out the cupboard, not willing to make lifestyle changes, not willing to make some changes. That follows them in every paleo, Mediterranean, Weight Watchers, whatever program Jenny Craig they go to. Those problems are still going to be there. So it's not Code Red's fault that, it's wherever you go, there you are. So you're going to have those problems follow you unless you take care of it at the root cause.
I thought that getting a lap band was what I needed to make me happy, Cristy. And I really did. I really thought that the lap band was going to be my ticket, not only to weight loss, but to everything that I was searching for. I was in a very unhappy relationship at the time when I got my lap band. And when I came home from my lap band, I was just a fat person with a lap band. Nothing had changed, Cristy. Nothing had changed, but I had a lap band and I was throwing up all my food. Nothing else had changed. So if you don't find, or I don't find, or if Cristy doesn't find, or if Mama Carol doesn't find, or any of you listening don't find a true source of internal peace and happiness, it doesn't matter what you do and where you go. You're going to be you, maybe in a different form, but with the same issues and the same problems and the same struggles. And it's okay to have those struggles, issues, and problems, but sometimes it behooves you. Mom used to say that all the time. It would behoove you to take some time to figure out, why am I always looking for good, the better, the next best, in whatever form that takes, a new job, a new relationship. We know, Cristy and I were just talking today about a guy that we know that runs through women like socks. I mean, like, he just goes. He's just not a happy dude, and he just can't seem to find anybody that's going to make him happy. And that's because he's looking for somebody else to make him happy. So if you're looking for Code Red to make you happy, it's not going to. If you're looking for a spouse to make you happy, they're not going to. If you're looking for a new car to make you happy, it's not going to. It doesn't have that kind of power. We don't have that kind of power. Only you have that power.
And when you are alone with yourself and you're looking in the mirror and there's nobody around, you have got to deal with your bullcrap choices. We have a lady that left Code Red here a few months ago and has already gained back approximately half of her weight in only about 3 months. And it's breaking our hearts to watch. And she doesn't give an F. I mean, she doesn't care. And it's like, and she might put up a front, but wherever she goes, there she is. And when in the still of the night, when the whole house is asleep, or when she's getting on an airplane, or it's all those realities of gaining back your weight and becoming metabolically broken again, it's going to come and slap you in the face, and you're going to have to deal with the reality of your choices, because those choices, that's going to all follow you no matter what program you go, no matter how mad you are at me, no matter what experience you have. The reality is you can't be like this. And the reality is you have to face your demons, and you've got to take care of them, and you've got to find happiness in here no matter what.
Oh, Cristy. And we see copycat Code Red groups all the time. And it used to, when I first started working for Cristy almost 5 years ago, it used to make me so upset. And Cristy's like, Carrie, don't let it bother you. Like, it's just what it is. Like, don't let it bother you. As long as they're not, doing some really naughty, rotten stuff. Although there are a lot of them that do naughty and rotten stuff, but who cares? And, go as far as to calling Code Red a cult. The bottom line is, I don't care if you join a flower, loving unicorn, rainbow, the tears of Tibetan monk group that accepts you and loves you and pats your head and everyone rubs their back. I don't care what you do. You still have the same issues as you had before. It doesn't change. It doesn't go away just because you put yourself in a different environment. Just because people used to come, this reminds me, people used to come into the ICU, Cristy, and then they would come in like someone who hadn't been to the doctor a long time. And the patient would say to me, I wasn't sick until I got to the ICU. And I would say, no, you've been sick for a long time. You just didn't know about it until you got to the ICU. So it's the same idea, is these things don't go away just because we don't choose to face them, because wherever you go, there you are. New house, new church. Oh, Cristy, when we were kids, how many people got mad and left the church to go to a new church, new community, new friends? I'm getting myself some new friends. I'm getting myself a new hairdresser. I'm getting wherever you go. Thank you, Mama Carol. There you are.
And Dad used to say, if you got a problem with everybody, normally the problem is you. And if you seem to skip around a lot, I would definitely look inward and see, if that's something you're dealing with.
That's how I tell if I'm PMS, Cristy. If it's everybody, like the lady that delivered the mail, I'm like, why did she deliver the mail like that? And then it's like the dog, why did you lick your water like that? And then it's like, Brandon, did you sit on that stool like that? Oh, okay. Well, I think the problem is probably Carrie.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but you need to understand that, especially when it comes to weight loss and dealing with your issues that cause you to, remember, obesity is not the problem. Obesity is a symptom of a bigger problem. And so we really need to get to the root cause of the bigger problem. And if you don't get to that root cause, whatever program you go to, it's still going to be a problem until you actually get to the root cause and solve that bigger issue that's causing all these things with your health to go down it's not, I need to lose some weight before this event. It's, why do I keep battling with my weight? Why does this keep happening? Why do I keep turning to, Carrie, I still, even the founder of Code Red, the original Code Red, I still deal with this. I still adhere to the same rules. I don't allow sugar in my house. And I will tell you that I'm house sitting for my friend right now, and they have sugar in their house. Now, sugar's not a problem with them. They're not recovering sugar addicts. They've never been sugar addicts. They've never been overweight. They've never had that problem before. And they can dabble. They can have one piece every 3 months, and they can, the M&Ms or whatever is in their house is not a big deal to them. They can have just one. They truly can do moderation. But we can see from the fact that 88% of Americans are overweight that moderation doesn't work. These guys, it does work. For Miles, my ex, it does work. There are certain people that can handle moderation, very few.
Brandon's that way too.
Brandon, yeah, exactly. So now that I've been house sitting for him and I've been around all that sugar, oh boy, it has reminded me that I don't got this. Like, I still adhere to, I have issues that I keep at bay that I deal with by not letting it in my house. And so, but it just reminded me when I was there, I was like, oh, these are, just because I took care of the problem doesn't mean the issue can it will never come back up. It's coming up right now while I'm house sitting. And so I've just been like, oh boy, okay, this is why we put these measures in place. Cristy, you don't totally got this. You can't be in the house like this. with sugar everywhere.
Let me look up a scripture, Cristy.
Carrie's got a scripture, folks. She does that when she looks down.
It just came to me.
That was
I
the
think
Holy
we talked
Spirit.
about, I know, I'm telling you, we talked about this at another, on another podcast, but I think it is, I think it's important to bring up. And again, this doesn't all have to be about God for you if that's not something you believe in. This scripture is in reference to God, but even if your spiritual walk is something other than believing in a higher being like a God, this still rings true. So it doesn't matter if this is weight loss or marriage, or, I mean, it's all about understanding. It's all about understanding that no matter what you try to put in that spot, until you are content, nothing's going to get better for you. And it's Philippians 4:11-13. All the Christians are like, amen, because they know exactly what I'm going to read. I am not saying this because I'm in need, for I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstance. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. And I can do all this through him who gives me strength. And this is, of course, referring to Christ. And so if you don't believe in Christ, that's fine. But it's the same thing. I've learned what it is like. Even Buddhists believe this, being content in the moment. And I believe that if you can at some point, Rebel, find whatever your happiness is, whatever your contentment, I don't think that's a word, is, whatever that is for you, then it doesn't matter if when you get a new car, you're thankful for the new car, but it's not trying to fill the space of you being content. When you lose 100 pounds, you're going to be so happy and so healthy, but it's not trying to take the place of you learning to have peace with yourself. If you get into a new relationship, you're going to love that new relationship, but you don't expect that new partner to make you happy, because you make you happy. Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of the overall theme here. No matter where you go, there you are. And at the end of the day, when you sit in the stillness of your home, and when you sit in the quiet of your room, when all the electronics are off, and you look in your own heart and you ask yourself about your own level of being content and happy, that's between you and not weight loss, not people, not things, not clothing, not money. Oh, if I just had a lot of money, I'd be so happy. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Because wherever you go, there you are.
Well, you think losing 100 pounds is going to make you happy, not unless you're intrinsically happy, because like I mentioned with the girl earlier, she lost 100 pounds and she's a miserable person. She is a miserable person. And it's amazing. It's not. And I hear people when they get on the scale and that they see that gold number on the screen, they go, yay. And then they go, oh, well, I mean, I still gotta go let the chickens out. I still have to go collect eggs. I got to take my kid to school. I still have to go to work. Bills still need to be paid. Nothing changes. It's good, and it's good to be happy, and we celebrate that. But are you happy intrinsically? You need to look inward, because nothing's going to satisfy you. You'll be just constantly chasing things that'll never make you happy. This is a good pod. Oh, go ahead.
I apologize. I was going to say, I have one more example. I know you're wrapping up, but I want to mention this, and I don't think she would care if I said her name. At the time of this recording, Cristy and I are just coming off of a Code Red retreat, our second Code Red retreat, many more to come. We're super excited. And I met a gal named Christine at this retreat. And I don't think that she would care that I mentioned this. And she started out Code Red with quite a bit of weight to lose. I don't know exactly how much. And again, I'm not going to say her last name. I don't want to embarrass her.
I don't think she minds, sis. And I think she's losing a little over 200 pounds with us. And she's already lost 113.
Yeah. So 200 pounds, that's no joke, y'all.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. The entire retreat, Cristy, she had a smile on her face.
Yes.
She had joy in the journey.
Yes.
Because she knew what it was like to be, have plenty and be in want. She was content no matter what the situation. Some people would look at her and say, can't you just wait till you lose that other 100 pounds? But she's okay with the process, and it impressed me. And I don't know what her spiritual life is like. I don't know what, I have no idea what's going on with that. But Cristy, I was so impressed to look at her beautiful, and she is a beautiful person and just a beautiful human. So look at her face and say, she is happy losing 5 pounds. She's happy losing the 10 pounds. She's happy getting to 100. She's going to be happy when she gets to a 200. But I'm here to tell you, she wasn't healthy, maybe 100 pounds heavier, but I can guarantee you that she was intrinsically happy. Mm-hmm. She was intrinsically happy. And I was so impressed because wherever she goes, there she is. And she really impressed me this trip. She has found contentment in her own soul. So I would love for each of us just to really spend some time thinking about finding contentment and being happy in our own soul. And also every time you say, well, wherever you go, there you are. Think of Mama Carol.
Yeah. Christine Lizotte left a huge impression on me. I felt the same exact way, sis. I mean, she was incredible. And you could just see, I mean, I think, I would imagine with that kind of happiness, she had to be a Christ believer because she just was full of such love and such joy. And so happy to be there and so happy to talk to us. And I found her to be incredibly impressive. I enjoyed every minute with her. Yeah. But that's a great example.
A lot of people would say, oh my gosh, she got 100 more pounds to lose. Not at all. You did not get that feeling. You had feeling that she had joy in the journey. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people were a lot smaller than her that didn't even have a dash of the joy that this woman had. So I was very impressed by that.
I know celebrities that don't have a dash of what Christine Lizotte had. I know celebrities. I've trained them. I've been with them. It's incredible. And people who are rich and people that you see on TV that don't have any joy. So what a great podcast this. I really enjoyed this.
I did too. It was beautiful.
Yeah, wherever you go, there you are. Please, guys, drop us a rating and review. Share this podcast with somebody who needs to hear it. We love you all. We'll see you in the Code Red Network, and we'll see you on the next episode. Take care, everybody. Hey, I'm Cristy Code Red, and thank you for listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you want to stay connected to other rebels like you, join us in our private network. Our Code Red app is a one-stop shop, free from ads, algorithms, and censorship, and a place where you can see, listen, and watch everything Code Red. You'll be encouraged, motivated, and fired up to stay on track with your healthy lifestyle. Get recipe ideas, tips, tricks, and help from coaches, mentors, and other rebels. You can also purchase products, programs, and coaching all right there in one place. And if you have any trouble navigating the app, we're right there to help you. Go to coderedlifestyle.com/APP to join for free. And I'll see you on the next episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle.